In just a little more than 24 hours, the polls for Election Day open, and that means the Board of Elections in each county are buttoning up the final details. New this morning, John Shumway is here with what you can expect at the polls and with ballot counting. And I know a lot of us have questions about how all of this is going to work and how long it's going to take.
Well, the how long it's going to take is a real question, and a lot of hard-working people are going to be working around the clock trying to assure a fair and accurate count and dealing with not only the mechanics of mail-in balloting, but also this tumultuous election. If you are voting in person, Allegheny County Executive Rich Fitzgerald tells me there's a positive point to be made.
The good news is we're probably going to have less than half of the people that normally vote in person because most people, the vast majority, have voted by mail, and that's already occurred. So over 400,000 people have gone through that process in an election in which last time we had 660,000 voters.
Is there a number of ballots that can be tallied per hour that you have? Do you have any idea how fast those will be processed?
I don't have that number. I don't know that anybody has that number because this is really the first time that we've done it to this level. I can tell you there's a lot of personnel that will be there through a system of, I will call it an assembly line. You know, the beginning where they check it, the next process where they open the first envelope. And we have hundreds of workers who will be going through and running that process. You got high-speed machines that are going to be running. If there aren't any delays of any sort, that hopefully by next day, Wednesday, it could totally be done. I think one of the important things is how much of it will be done Tuesday night. Let's say you can have 50, 60, 70% of it done on Tuesday night. That might give you some indication of who's going to be the winner.
However, he adds, if there are any close races, those mail-in ballots become much more critical, and the result might hang on when those can finally be counted. Now, while they will be scanning the mail-in ballots throughout the day tomorrow, I am told they won't actually hit the tally button for the first time until the polls close. Now, mail-in ballots postmarked on time but received Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, they're not going to be tallied until after 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon. So a tight race may have to linger, and there's the potential that those votes may be thrown out later by the Supreme Court, so they'll have to segregate them even as they tally them and add them to the count, so that if court rules later, they can go in and say, okay, this many don't count, and throw them out.
You know, it was interesting hearing Governor Wolf and Secretary of State Kathy Boockvar talking about these issues over the weekend. And, you know, one of the things that you may not know is the provisional ballots, they have a week to count them anyways. That's something that already stood here in Pennsylvania.
And they don't have to certify the election until like the 20th or the 23rd, somewhere around in there. And by the way, in our next half hour, we're going to talk about what they're going to do about intimidation at the polls and keeping people safe from the coronavirus.
I know a lot of people are worried about those things. Thanks so much, John.